Travis, he's getting water. Thanks, Liz.
Yeah.
Is this on?
It's on. You got me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm Scott Stornetta, and if you look at the Satoshi's paper, there's 8 references in it. 3 of them are to me and Stuart Haber. So we did what some people would call the early blockchain. Wasn't planning to be put on the spot like this. Never at a loss for words. So yeah, what excites me? Well, I got to say that, you know, we were excited when people started sending me anonymous, unsolicited mails saying, "Hey, I know you did this early blockchain stuff. I know you were a Mormon missionary in Japan, so are you in fact Satoshi?" And I said, yeah, if you look at the way I write code, you know immediately that I'm not Satoshi. But obviously, you know, the initial burst of excitement, and I know this isn't answering the question, but just to provide some background, you know, hey, look, some people are using this thing. At the same time, you know, when Stuart and I looked at what Satoshi had done, we obviously were grateful for, you know, the fact that he basically gotten the ball over the net, you know. I come from that crowd of crypto libertarian types that have been, you know, waiting for digital cash forever, and finally we got close enough that, you know, we kind of said, okay, we're going to call it done. And yet, after that initial burst of enthusiasm, we looked at Stuart and I looked at some of the decisions he made, some of the design decisions, and we said, why in the world did he do it that way? Because there's so much more opportunity in this design space to optimize, you know, for scalability, for time, for, you know, we don't have to, you know, use up the world's energy grid just to keep the blockchain system. And so I think the thing I'm most excited about is to see all of these, you know, both the Ethereums, of course, but then these, what I would call 3rd generation efforts, you know, at Affinity or at EOS, or, you know, again, I'm not trying to pick winners or losers, just the fact that there's really intelligent people that have jumped into the space in the last couple of years and are really running with it. And they're seeing that, yes, Satoshi did a lot of things right, but boy, is there still room for optimization and growth. So I don't know, is that responsive to your question?
Yeah, so the one add on to that is, what technical innovations would you have done differently?
Oh, that's quite a longer discussion.
Okay, just give one. Give one of your bigger ones.
Well, let me start by saying it this way. Well, I'll say 2 things. One snarky and one okay. The first one is, it's important, I think, to understand what the essence of blockchain is. And I do this little demo in talks that I give where you just grab random people from the audience and they collectively form a blockchain. And the point is, as soon as you distribute the verification of the chain, that's the blockchain. As soon as you have distributed the validation. Now, there's a whole ton of stuff that Satoshi has done and others have done that maybe are adding value to that, but certainly are complicating the process, okay? But you have a blockchain without proof of work. You have a blockchain without Byzantine generals. And I understand that a lot of people want to talk about private and public and permission and so forth, but it's really important to understand, I think, that as soon as the validation has been distributed, not even necessarily the computation, you have a blockchain, okay? Because you have an immutable record that can't be tampered with. So that's the first thing. The second thing I'd say is, and this is the snarky part, you know, Stuart and I wrote 3 different papers and were issued 3 different patents. It's been interesting with some of the, what I call 3rd generation efforts, to see people announce the discovery of a brand new way of blah, blah, blah. And I'll turn to Stuart and say, they should have actually read all 3 papers, because it's in there. So it's been kind of curious to see some things getting rediscovered. But I don't know, is that helpful?
It is to me. Everybody get your hand.